Good morning. Today's coffee is a coffee I brewed at home, and it is a coffee from Puerto Rico. I can't remember exactly the name of the coffee, but it is delicious. This week I had a conversation with two of my girlfriends, and we were talking about my current struggles with being a mom of a teenager. Ugh, that shit is hard. And maybe to some it's easy. I have a teenage boy. And having a teenage boy who's going through his own changes in life and, trying to figure out how to be a teenager, who he is, and all the things that come with that. I mean, I remember how that was being a teenager, but a teenager in the 90s, and he is a teenager today. So I assume that that has its own struggles that I won't understand. But as I was talking to my girlfriends, I realized that having a son who's going through his own changes in life as a teenager and trying to parent a teenager for the first time while going through my own changes as a woman in this time in my life, probably going through perimenopause or something like that, that's hard because he's going through changes and I'm going through changes and we're both having attitudes and we don't know what to do. But I did have a conversation with my son and I just realized, just be honest. And this is what I believe. I believe that he doesn't see me as a human. Like he doesn't, and that's not in a bad way. He just sees me as a parent, as a mom, like he sees his dad as a dad. So he doesn't think that we have human emotion that he also feels sometimes. And so having a conversation with him was really eye-opening. I hope for the both of us, definitely for me. I did see it in his reaction and in his eyes that he did understand a little bit more that, I was a teenager before and I went through my own stuff with friends and school and family. And what was most important is that I voiced that I was understanding of the things that he's going through as a teenager. But I would hope that he would realize that I also am going through some changes and I am human, and that there are things that I could be going through in life that can cause some tension at home, and that we should both be understanding of each other. And I think that was a really good conversation with both of us because I grew up in a time where you don't talk about your feelings and you can't have feelings. I mean, that's just how it was back then, and I'm just hoping that it's something that's different now. And I think that was the first step. It's not like we haven't had conversations before, but I think this one was just a little bit of a different one. I was a little bit more forthcoming and trying to not talk to him, but talk with him about myself. And I sat there and listened a lot to what he had to say and, really let him know that I do understand what he's going through, but we have to give each other grace. I mean, we're both human beings with a heart, with feelings, and we're both two people who are going through changes. I thought it was really good. Listen, that was just a conversation that happened a couple days ago, but we do have to take it day by day. Will there be days where we bump heads again and don't understand? Yeah, but then at least there is this conversation that we had to hopefully keep us in line with understanding and grace. So hopefully moving forward, we continue with that open communication and that understanding with each other. Raising teenagers are hard. Being a teenager is hard. But also being a 43-year-old woman is hard. All of it is hard. So again, hoping that we continue on and going forward with grace and understanding. That is all that we can hope for. And we'll see. We'll see how much better that goes. But what I do know is that I do feel better about that conversation, and that he seems to feel better about the conversation. And I can see it in the way the attitude has switched. I can see it in the way that we are starting to talk to each other better. So let's hope we just continue with that. Happy Friday.